Today, Kevin and I are going to be trying the Krusteaz. This is the triple chocolate chunk cookie mix. It is 15.5 ounces or 439 grams. It was $3.29 at Meijer. And all you need for this recipe is you need 1 stick of softened butter, not melted, but just softened, and you need 1 egg. So all that's in here is the packet. And you basically want to take these 3 things and then combine them. You can make, on the back, it tells you you want to preheat your oven to 375 degrees. And then you want to stir your stuff together. And you can make cookies or you can make bars. Well, I'm going to make bars because I like making the easiest thing. And for me, the easiest thing is bars. Bars are much easier to make than cookies because you can basically stir it and then slap it all in the pan and throw it in the oven. It's no big deal. But if you want to make cookies, you can. You can make 21 2 1/4 inch cookies, or you can make 12 3-inch cookies. So if you make cookies, you want to, if you're going to make smaller cookies, they're going to bake for 8 to 10 minutes. And then if you make the 12 3-inch cookies, they're going to bake for 9 to 11 minutes. Since I'm making bars, I'm going to put them in an 8 by 8 inch pan. And I have parchment paper here. It doesn't tell you to use parchment paper, but I like to use parchment paper because that way I can pull it out and cut them real easily. But I'm going to let mine bake for 21 to 23 minutes. So I'm going to go right in the middle. And I'm going to go for 22 minutes. But you kind of have to take your spoon and press your butter down. And so I'm going to keep mixing this together until all the powder's gone. And then we're going to pour it into our 8 by 8 inch pan. This is a very sticky dough, so get ready to use your fingers when you do that because it is so sticky. But now we're going to put it in the oven, like I said, for 22 minutes, and then we'll be back. Okay, here are the bars. Cut so easy. I just can't even tell you. I let them cool. They've been cooling for probably a good half hour. But that is how they look. And they cut so easy. They're perfectly baked. And I did let them bake for 22 minutes and they're perfect. This says it has 3 kinds of chocolate. No artificial flavors or preservatives. It has bittersweet chocolate chunks. It has cocoa butter, vanilla, semi-sweet chocolate, and milk chocolate. Okay. These are made by Continental Mills, Inc. in Seattle, Washington, Krusteaz.com. About 21 servings per container. 1 2 1/4 inch cookie, or 21 grams of the dry mix, is 90 calories. So
whatever that means to you.
Yeah, because you're adding a whole stick of butter and you're adding an egg. So yeah, just enjoy them is what I say. Okay, so they have been around since 1932. And it says they are a proud partner with the Boys and Girls Clubs of America. That's nice. I don't know anything about the Boys and Girls Club of America. I'm assuming it's like the Girl Scouts or Boy Scouts. And then there's a recipe on the back if you want to do triple chocolate sandwich cookies with buttercream filling. They're telling you how to make the buttercream filling, and you can take, if you do the cookies, you can put them together with the butter, put the buttercream in the center. Okay.
They're good as bars.
I like the thickness of them. I used an 8 by 8 inch pan, like it said.
Yeah, if you want them thinner, I guess you could do a 9 by 9, but
9 by 9,
you have to cook them less.
You would have to bake them for less time.
Yeah.
Because they're going to be thinner. So.
Right, so you're going to cook it faster. I like the texture. The texture is more bread-like in the center, more cakey in the center than a flatter cookie would be. But I do like it. It just depends on what your personal preference is, really, more than anything. But I do like it, and it's not crunchy on top, but it does have a little bit of texture on the top, so you know it's different in the center. Decent flavor.
It has a nice flavor. It's very buttery, but you are putting a whole stick of butter in there.
Yeah. They're not overly sweet either, though. You would think they'd be really sweet, but they're not like sugary sweet.
Right. So they're nice, and you do taste the chocolate, but and I know it's supposed to be triple chocolate. You wouldn't necessarily know, though. Like, just because they use 3 different types of chocolate, in my head, that means you're getting 3 times as much. That's not what that means.
That's basically the same amount.
It's the same amount, but you're getting 3 different types. Right. So it doesn't mean it's like extra chocolatey or anything like that.
No, they put a decent amount of chips in there, but it's not overloaded.
Exactly. These, they're good. Yeah. I would totally make them again if I wanted to make some chocolate chip bars. I would totally make them again. There's nothing wrong with them. I think the chocolate doesn't stand out to me as much as it does in, like, if I were to buy other chocolate chips. Like if I were to buy Ghirardelli chocolate chips or the Guittard chocolate chips, that chocolate is it stands out more to me than this chocolate.
Yeah. I don't think the overall flavor of these cookies is even as strong as like a Toll House.
It's not. The like Nestle Toll House tastes like those morsels. When you buy a bag of the yellow bag of those morsels, chocolate. It has a completely different flavor, and you really taste that chocolate. This chocolate, like we said, it's a good bar, but it does not come through as much as like those do.
Right. Yeah. Well, I'm thinking you could even buy just the Nestle, the cold kind of press it into a pan and bake that too. And I honestly, I think I would like that better. I think it's just sweeter and more flavorful. But these are good.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with this. I wouldn't mind buying them again. Yeah. I would probably, honestly, just make my own out of the Guittard chocolate or the Ghirardelli chocolate. But I think this is I think Krusteaz is a really good brand, and I think their box mixes are very nice quality. So there's nothing wrong with it. It's just that the chocolate doesn't come through as much as I hoped it would.
Yeah.
So I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.